guys, welcome to yet another episode of the South Delhi Girls podcast. I'm Sadhika.
I'm Radhika.
I'm Vibhuti.
She's an entrepreneur, she's a mum, and she's a face yoga expert. And today she's going to tell us a lot about skincare, about wellness, and about so many things that we don't actually know.
Absolutely.
Right?
I'm so excited and looking forward.
Same, we've been seeing you all over the internet and we're so excited to have you because it's one thing to see those videos and then have the person in front of you and learn from them firsthand, and also because we're women and we're exactly your target audience, so we're very, very excited. And let's dive into it. So, what is face yoga? And how did you end up? It's something that we probably didn't even hear of
Yes.
about,
Yeah.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
We didn't know what face yoga was, and suddenly there's a wave of face yoga, and you have been the flag bearer of that, right? So-
Basically, we created a career for South Delhi girls, who can
Oh,
now teach
yes.
face yoga and Pilates to everybody over matcha.
Absolutely, absolutely. And also do it themselves because,
Yeah.
and just so you guys know, Vibhuti right now gave us a very pro tip about what we must do in case we don't want to sweat while we're, sitting in long
Yeah.
hours of the podcast. So I think, coming back to the question, what is face yoga? How did you get into it?
So, face yoga basically is exercising the 57 muscles of our face. We exercise our body, Pilates, yoga, gym, strength training, so many techniques, right? But we barely focus on the face. And that's where, as we age, we tend to get a little sagging, the muscles lose strength, the face is not chiseled, the collagen loss starts to happen post 25. No matter how many collagen supplements or powders you have, exercising is still a must. So that whole technique is face yoga. My protocol of face yoga, which gives guaranteed results, and that's where I guess the whole fame is coming into being, is because it's a 5-step structured technique. We start with facial stretching, which is either my 1-minute Vibhuti massage or the L transfer drain, a puffiness reduction massage. We then do some traditional face yoga poses. It's a strengthening asana of sorts that you will hold, a holding posture. Then you do facial cardio, which is the kriya. So you're exercising, massaging, or adding an acupressure point press to de-stress the muscles, remove the muscle tension. And then we follow it down with a cool down breath or pranayam. Like you want to amplify any technique of the body, we want to amplify this of the face as well. That's where the last step comes in, which is tooling. You want to amplify it, you add the tool. You don't want to amplify it, you stop at the cool down breath. Now, this process is my House of Beauty face yoga protocol, and that is the truest definition of it.
Oh, wow, lovely. And do you remember the first time that you got drawn to it? Like, what drew you in?
Not a very happy experience.
Okay.
So I got married from Dubai to Delhi, and first year of marriage, I was hit by lupus.
Oh my God.
And you can't tell when you look at me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but those relapses keep happening. My last relapse was in Feb, and I always make it a point to post the worst on the gram as well, so that people know that there are good days and then there are bad days. And I went to every dermat in the country or abroad. I tried seeking help. Unfortunately, apart from steroid creams and immunosuppressants, there's literally nothing.
And it's an autoimmune disease,
an
right? So it's incurable almost.
Exactly, there's no cure. So I was sick and tired of applying those creams and still not getting relief. I mean, one aspect is you're applying an ointment or a cream and then you get relief. I went to a doctor. He totally scammed me. Yeah, in South Delhi, very famous. He gave me a drug rash, like he induced a drug rash where my entire body had, as if I've had chicken pox or blisters of sorts. And his junior doctor said that this is a drug rash. He did not agree. He then told me we'll do a biopsy. The biopsy on your face obviously will leave a scar. For that we'll do ABC, laser treatments, and then this is the dosage. 12 years ago, when I used to go to his clinic, my bills were not less than 25,000-30,000 per visit. 12 years ago. Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot.
And when we realized, so one day I picked up some meds. They have the pharmacies there. And then I sent my driver out to pick the balance because everything was not available. He got some money. There was a mismatch. He was charging me 3 times for the same medicine, which the chemist was selling for 1/3 the price. And that's where, because these two incidents, the drug rash and this money bit came, happened back to back. That was it. That was the day my husband was already, hum to sunte nahi apne husband ki. But then, I realized that this is not working and I need to do something else. So I tried understanding, analyzing that, why? Why does this occur? And every time I leave Delhi, it becomes okay. What is it stress? Is it my husband? Is it my family? is it too many? Yeah, pollution, those factors. But I couldn't understand. So I started journaling, I started reading labels, understanding whether it's my toothpaste, whether it's my shampoo, anything that touches the skin. That's where, I used to make my own ghee cream. Tab mujhe pata nahi tha that this is Shathoti ghee, which is...
I recently read about it, the 100 times.
Correct. Washed ghee cream.
Right.
Now, later on, so that was the cream that I would topically apply. And in that process, while I was journaling, a couple of things came across as triggers, which, for a layman, you can understand that, okay, isse ho raha hai, main bahar jaake ye nahi khati, ye nahi karti, to nahi hota. Then I went and got my anti-allergy test. And I highly recommend anybody with rosacea, psoriasis, any form of autoimmune should go and do the anti-allergy test. A list of allergens come up. Keep your antihistamines next to you. Eat it first. Have the histamine so that you can balance it and see whether it's reacting or not reacting. There will be 2 or 3 items which will really irritate and react. In my case, it was bell peppers and capsicum.
Oh,
Wow.
You can't even
very
imagine.
different. Yeah, you can't.
Never heard of anybody being allergic to
Bell
bell
peppers.
peppers.
Exactly. And as I'm aging, the organs are aging as well. Now it's, getting to jalapenos, red chili. So that whole spectrum is getting expanded into. But otherwise, if I don't have it, I can go 2 good years without a relapse.
Wow. That is amazing.
Which is amazing, right? For anybody who has an autoimmune and they know it's a monthly relapse, bi-monthly relapse, if you can go 2 years. So that's how I got drawn towards yoga, face yoga, Ayurveda. Of course, through that process, the cool down breath, I was cooling down my body, I was doing yoga, I was doing a lot. But when I understood all of this, I went and studied yoga for 5-6 years at the Ministry of Ayush. Again certified myself, so like a double degree of sorts. And then I wrote the face yoga protocol. Because what I also understood that there are gaps in traditional yoga, traditional Ayurveda. And when I say gaps, what I mean is not everything can be done by the modern woman of today. Yeah, not everything works in our lifestyle of today. And technology does have a lot of good pluses as well. That's where, face yoga, the protocol, whether it's face massage. So like couple of my techniques, the slapping piano, is a combination of traditional face yoga and Japanese Tanata massage. So that's where your global footprint or global research is put together. And I said, I'm an intelligent woman, I'm a well-read woman, I'm happy to pick up a book, a course, and study any time of the year or any time of my lifetime. And that's where face yoga was born for me.
You know what they say, that necessity is the mother of invention.
Yes.
In this case, it's discovery.
Yeah.
But wow, that's so great. And I think that's what the spirit of life is, that if something bad happens, there's always something good that can come out of it, provided you're willing to go through it and actually figure out what is this trying to teach me. And like such a brave story.
Yeah, I know. And you have like a personal connection to all of what you do. So I think that makes it even more meaningful.
Yeah. So is face yoga already mentioned in our traditional yoga? There is?
There is. There are 8 face yoga poses, like the fish face, where you take in your cheeks and you hold it. The Simhasana, the lioness breath. There are these poses which are already present in the Rig Veda, and that's where my protocol from 8 exercises to 280 plus exercises is a version, variation, extension of it. With the education, with the access to, global research as well. And the fact that I had all of these salons, all the women of the salons became, of course, with their permission, customers or test audiences, because that customers is much later when I launched the
Right,
stuff.
right.
But this is where they became my trial groups. And then again, when you do your MBA, when you do your business studies, you're so used to writing thesis, you're so used to writing dissertations that I started recording, I started understanding what's happening, what's not happening. And before I knew it, my whole research study was ready. I didn't have to, step aside and do it. So while I was helping myself, I was also understanding. Maybe because I was always in the beauty business. So that little spark was always there of entrepreneurship, that I'm helping myself, but how can I help everybody else? And when friends and family, like if you see suddenly Vibhuti is coming to you one day with her, autoimmune and lips all perioral dermatitis, and 2 days later she's absolutely okay. What have you done? You'll ask your
Right,
friend,
right.
like, what's up?
Yeah.
And then when you share, they're like, I have this. My mother has this. Can you, it
Yeah.
starts with those
Right.
tips.
Yeah.
And that's how
Right.
it all started.
If you truly have something good to give away, people will come. So I have two questions. One is that in your journey where you decided to pursue this, figure things out, study, how supportive, if you don't mind me asking, because we've never touched the personal life of Vibhuti, right? We've never hear you talk about your personal life. So how supportive was your husband, and what journey was that like? And the second question would be that when you do these yoga poses, how long does it take to see the benefits? Because a lot of people want to try, but not many of us have the patience, and we're not that consistent also. So if you want to see if it really works, how long should we give it to the yoga?
So to answer your first question, my husband is extremely supportive, to be very honest. And I guess somewhere in the first, because this happened in my first year of marriage, right? I still remember this one time. We were married in Feb, and in May, we had gone for a Sufi concert somewhere in Saket. It was a happy evening. I came home and I think I just cried and cried and cried for an hour or 2 hours, and my entire body was shivering. So he realized that, if I have to be married to this woman, she needs a lot more, and that really brought in a change in him. So anything that I want to do, anything, he is my investor, my biggest supporter, my partner in business, a partner in life, in everything, to be honest. And the amount of travel that I do today, if I didn't have that support system, not just from him, but my in-laws as well, then, my child wouldn't be able to, I wouldn't be able to raise him the way I am raising him today. So yes, that's in place, and I think that's very important. Only then can we, as women, go ahead and do so many more things for ourselves, because that's for me, that's my greed. I want to do it. It satisfies me. And, because we're touching on this topic, I would love to extend the youngsters, or even when I was younger, we have this constant urge, I want to live separate. I want my independence. I'm not going to live with my in-laws. Yeah?
Yeah.
But after a point, if you find a happy medium and all things are in place, today, progressive in-laws are actually, I'm digressing from face yoga.
No, feel free.
But I think progressive in-laws are very supportive. And as women, and when we have children, it's actually a bigger benefit. So we shouldn't just think of herd mentality and look at it as a negative. We should explore. Yes, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out.
Yeah.
But we should give it that chance, a fair chance, because if it works out, then you are a bird and you can fly so much more and higher. And that's what I would like to tell every woman. Give it a shot. I hope it works out for you the way it has for me.
Yeah.
Coming to your second question in terms of face yoga, today I will teach you some exercises which will give you instant results to convert all non-believers into believers. But instant results last for a few hours only, obviously.
Oh, okay. Got it.
It takes 1 month for you to see about 10 to 15% of a change on your face, and about 3 months for you to see a full-blown transformation. It's cheap, it's non-invasive, it's natural. I always joke about it. I'm not entering your bedroom with you, I'm entering your washroom with you. Let's do this right for 3 months. If it doesn't work out, then you always have the injectable route, but I'm so confident it's going to work out. And that's the timeline for results.
Wow. But you know, 3
It's
months
not
is not
bad.
bad,
It's not
at
bad.
all. Because I remember.
Even I'm gonna give it a shot.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Because I remember that I think a couple of years ago, Radhika and I both, we, you know, sort of became very heavy on let's try skincare, let's try this, let's try that. And at that time, we would still somehow find so much time on our hands to probably, you know, have like an 8 step skincare routine.
Yeah.
But now I think both of us are at that moment
We've
where
come
we're
down to 2
Yeah, like
products.
5 minutes,
Yeah.
morning and night, and quickly just 2 products, possibly 3 if the sunscreen is also added, and that's it. And we don't have time anymore. But it doesn't mean that we don't want a flawless skin or a better structure or a better looking face. It's just that we've prioritized different things because we've been fed the idea that skincare or better skin needs a lot of time and investment.
So that's a absolute myth, to be honest. I don't know who does these 10-step routines. It doesn't work for Indian skin. It works for international skin. They live in a very cold climate. They need multiple layers to hydrate their skin. Their heating conditions, cooling conditions are very different, and they don't have the amount of spice we Indians have. So if we tend to put so many layers, all that is going to happen is you're going to break out and you're going to clog your pores and have like a lot of whiteheads and blackheads, to be honest. So and today with Indian skincare ruling the roost, you know, we're making such brilliant barrier strengthening products, multivitamin based products that you don't need your vitamin C separate, and you don't need your niacinamide serum separate, and then you don't need ABC separate. All of it is combined. We have stable formulas, and you can apply 2 serums is all that you need in summer. I mean, anything more is too much. And sunscreen for sure.
Yeah, and you know, I was actually about to ask, I was very curious about this one thing. A lot of people talk about morning skincare routine and night skincare routine, but you know, I would really like to know that are there separate skincare routines based on seasons? For example, a summer skincare routine, a monsoon skincare routine, a winter skincare routine.
Very interesting.
For
And your
sure.
skin actually behaves differently in every season.
Yes,
Correct.
yes.
Correct. Not just your skin, even the food habits, right? So, because I largely work on the principle of yoga and Ayurveda, seasonal skincare is essential. So, whether it's at a face wash level, whether it's so I'll give you scenarios, and I'll give you skincare what to use for each season.
Yeah, and maybe a little skin yoga exercise also.
For sure,
Yeah.
for sure. So that's what I was going to start with. So basically, one bit which is consistent across seasons is your face yoga. That doesn't change. Yeah. I hope both of you wake up and brush your teeth.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes.
Perfect. And the audience.
Yeah. Except for the men, but that's okay.
Kiss and tell. Okay. So, when you wake up, and this is a lifestyle change I want people to make. Brush your teeth. Wash your face with face wash. We do not wash our face with face wash. That's mistake number 1 that we are making. There's sebum oil that tends to get collected, which eventually gives us clogged pores or gives us open pores. Strip that oil off. Take some face oil, a light face oil. Coconut oil is not for the face, keep it for your body. Use a lighter grade, good antioxidant oil, a rosehip oil, a jojoba oil, a vitamin E oil. Any of these are great. And then you'll do my 1-minute Vibhuti massage, which is dividing the face into 5 zones. Zone 1 is from the corner of your lips all the way here. Zone 2, Zone 3, Zone 4, and Zone 5. Now, this is for overall lifting, universal. It works across age groups, across seasons. But if you had too much wine the night before, do the L transfer drain, which is where you make an L. You push your skin, you place as if you're calling out to somebody. Lift, drain. Swipe, lift, drain about 6 times. You will tap around the eyes, take your thumb, swipe that puffiness, and then go all the way down. Then you will scissor across your forehead, and then you'll do the 3 fingers. So, you know, I always say this as well. Think of your lover, not the one you're married to in my case, not my husband, not your neighbor's boyfriend, but your lover from
Imaginary
childhood.
ones that we have right now.
How many do you have? Put a
There's
number.
One
Zero.
imaginary.
Oh, one imaginary.
Only one?
Yeah.
नहीं यार 10-12 तो चाहिए उसके बिना तो ये काम ही नहीं करेगी टेक्निक
हम और imagine कर लेंगे, आप बताओ.
Imagine कर सकते हो
Yeah,
हाँ. So
yes.
basically imagine all those lovers on the ceiling and keep first thing in the morning all your Venus lines, neck lines, and जो रात का Instagramming की वजह से हमें double chin illusion आ रही है, that goes away. Yeah, so it's basically a counter exercise. मैं बहुत हंसी मजाक करती हूँ क्योंकि इस तरीके से सबको याद
याद
रहता
रहता है,
है
right.
otherwise it's like ये करो 1 2 3 4 so boring so you do this 1 minute technique either or first thing in the morning and let the oil be on your skin. If you have oily skin, you let it be for 15 minutes. If you have combination skin, you let it be for 30 minutes. And if you're dry skin, you don't need to rinse it till the time you don't go into your shower. When you go into your shower, water rinse, no face wash needed because वो आपने सुबह already कर लिया है. उसके बाद आपकी स्किन केयर शुरू होती है. Let's assume you're in summer. I would typically either use a toner or I'll do a double serum approach. Yeah, a nice serum which is infused with alpha-arbutin, niacinamide, vitamin C, and say hyaluronic. A 4-in-1 complex is good for all Indian skin types, and your serum should be watery textured. It shouldn't be milky. If you have a milky serum, then use it at night. If you have a watery textured serum, use it in the day. एक सीरम है उसी के डबल लेयर्स लगा लो. अगर कभी एक्ने आया देन यू कैन यूज दिस सीरम एंड देन यूज द सैलिसिलिक एसिड बेस्ड सीरम फॉर योर वाइट हेड्स ब्लैक हेड्स एज अ सेकंड सीरम अप्रोच. उसके ऊपर यू कैन यूज अ नाइसिनामाइड इन्फ्यूज्ड और एनी अदर skin care infused sunscreen. 30 SPF is what I say is ideal. I know all over it's like 50 SPF, 70 SPF.
Right.
But a good 30 SPF gives you 98% protection.
Okay.
So there's so much about sunscreen, right? Good sunscreen, bad sunscreen, mineral sunscreen, chemical sunscreen. Too much of sunscreen also causes premature aging and lines. And if you don't use it, your skin cancer chances, your skin issues, your pigmentation, hyperpigmentation, all of that. I believe if you're not sunbathing or you're not on a summer holiday, you can use 30 SPF in your day-to-day, and you can use 2 layers of it. Yeah, so it amplifies the protection. When you are on a holiday, go up to 50, 70 because you're on a beach and you're sunbathing. You need that is where the reapplication also comes in. If you are going from your from your car or from your mode of transport to your office and back, then that's what you need. You can get a compact which has 25-30 SPF because blue screen also gives us age lines. So that's where your secondary reapplication protection comes in. But summer skincare ho gayi aapki with 3 double serum and 1 sunscreen. Yeah. For monsoons, we can go a little extra, but reduce the double serum because skin tends to get very icky, very sticky at
because
that
of the
point.
humidity.
Correct. And that's where your sunscreen will change. Instead of using a thicker sunscreen, you'll actually go towards a water-based or a tinted sunscreen so that your even after sunscreen, you're putting a BB cream or you're putting foundation, concealer. So those layers also come in, right? Reduce all of it. Use a BB cream with sunscreen. Again, 30 SPF easily available in the market. Underneath it, change your double serum to a water-based layer, which is your toner and single serum. Sometimes if you don't even want to use the serum, just go 2-3 layers of your toner and then your sunscreen or your BB cream, and that is good. If you are shooting, you are, today everybody is doing some sort of camera time, no matter what your profession, use 1 drop of a face oil.
Okay.
Yeah? Just over your toner and under your BB cream. Your BB cream will give you that natural highlight. Now remember, in both these scenarios, you've already hydrated and moisturized your skin because you did your oil-based face yoga in the morning. So your skin is not virgin, your skin is not raw, your skin is not dehydrated. It's already hydrated, and that's the reason. Aapki base foundation ab strong ho gayi hai. That's why you can go lighter on the layers. Yeah.
Got it.
And come winter you can double cleanse. Winter you can go, like winters I don't even use the toner. I might use a serum. Now a milky serum, a thicker serum. Then do your cream. After 20-30 minutes of your cream, if we have the luxury of time, 1 or 2 drops of oil because, it tends to, the cream, at least for mature skin, tends to get absorbed into the skin. Eye cream, Morning, evening, massage it nicely. Anybody who is over 30 or 35 needs to use an eye cream. Not everybody needs to use an eye cream. If you are younger, you can just put on eye patches for a few hours and you're good. The same serum that you're using, you can use for your eye. So that's how you change and build your layers. After your face oil comes your sunscreen again. Again, double sunscreen, triple sunscreen, primer-based sunscreen, whatever you like. One point here for mature skin, when you're doing face yoga and you're building these layers, because there is very little that we do for the eye in the summer or the monsoon months, you don't want it to be sticky. I typically like to, and if you are applying makeup, I like to use a silicone-based primer under the skin. In no petroleum jelly because that is very sticky, but a silicone-based primer will actually cover hollow eyes, lock in the water layers. It's not as greasy as a oil, and your BB cream will also glide on top of it.
Wow, that's a very pro tip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great hack.
Yeah.
Because even I feel like my eyes, like the skin is very sensitive under the eye, and then we
Yeah.
put all the makeup and the concealer here, and then we have, like, we're extra harsh on that skin to take it off also. So I
Correct.
think it
Yeah.
needs extra protection. So great hack. So few questions about the products you mentioned. Now, clearly, face yoga cannot be done without an oil. It's advisable to have an oil so that your yoga is easier. I've heard that castor oil is very good for the skin because it helps avoid wrinkles. And I've also heard that, like you said, vitamin E, but vitamin E oil is very thick. The capsules that come, they're very thick. So, best oils for face yoga, best sunscreen, best serum, best toner. Yeah, and speaking of petroleum jelly, now a lot of people, a lot of doctors and dermatologists, everybody is talking about how petroleum jellies are not good for the skin. I personally have had a very contradictory experience. Every time I've had a little rash or a little burn on my skin and I put a petroleum jelly, it just goes and nothing else works, and petroleum jelly does. So, what is your take on it? Maybe I could be wrong, but I would love to know.
The formula of petroleum jelly, that's also silicone based, yeah, and it has zinc in it. Anything that you use we use diaper rash cream on kids.
Right.
That rash cream also has zinc oxide in it. Zinc oxide is also in all of our mineral sunscreens. That's the beauty of natural ingredients, right? Now, you don't need to be brand specific. You think it's the petroleum jelly which is working for you, but actually it's the zinc oxide in it which is working for your skin type. Tomorrow you could use a diaper rash cream, an anti-itch cream, a zinc oxide based sunscreen, or a mineral sunscreen that's going to give you the same inflammation reduction. That's what's happening, right? Now, coming to your
Oils, face oils, best oils.
Best oils. Caveat, I will tell you ingredients because House of Beauty. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So, best, yes, castor oil is very good. But castor oil is very good. You can use it. Yesterday, I was giving somebody this advice who's gone through a knee replacement surgery that you take surgical cotton, dip it in about half a liter of castor oil, and then use it on your knees or your stomach as a pack. Because the latest Harvard study shows that this oil, after 30 or 40 minutes, penetrates into your tissues and then actually deeply hydrates and helps in re-strengthening the muscles over there. Yeah,
That's very
that's
interesting.
why it has like when your muscles are strong and the skin is stretched, your fine lines are automatically reduced.
Yeah.
Inflamed balloon, deflated balloon concept here comes into being. But again, for oily skin or combination skin, castor oil is too thick.
Yeah.
You cannot take it.
Yeah.
When you talk about the vitamin E, you're talking about A brand, A capsule. Vitamin E, like all of my oils, even my acne oil, I have infused it with the lightest grade of vitamin E. Let me tell you a fact about oils. The greasier, the thicker the oil, the lower the quality, the lower the grade.
Really?
Really. The lighter the oil. So if you look at coconut oil, the greasier, the thicker, the milkier the oil, the lower the grade. The lighter the oil, almost like water, is the one you use in your mouth for cooking, for ingesting, for oil pulling, because that is the edible grade. That is the first cold pressed extraction that comes out. Everything else is grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, grade 4, and below.
Wow.
So a face oil, when you're choosing, should be super light. And that's where it becomes a brilliant replacement of your moisturizer. It will not be sticky. It will not be icky. Your hair will not stick to it like your lip gloss. Nothing will happen. Yeah.
Wow, okay.
For oily skin, we do a beautiful combination of tea tree, avocado, and vitamin E. The tea tree is antibacterial, so in case there is any bacteria, acne, pimples, it will calm that. The avocado oil mimics our skin's natural serum. So the texture of that oil and the skin serum is the same. That's where it goes in. So when you've used the face wash, you've stripped off those natural
So
oils.
it-
You need to reinfuse it. And the vitamin E brings in the balance. It kills any acidity. The skin also has acidity, right? When it comes to combination skin or normal skin, depending on what age group, jojoba oil is a good ingredient. Peach oil is a good ingredient
Never
today.
heard of that.
Yeah, peach
Yeah,
oil.
these
yeah.
are some of the rare
Interesting.
blends that
Okay.
you know
House of Beauty
research
makes.
House of Beauty makes research, sourcing. It's a combination of a lot of hard work, right? A red raspberry oil,
Okay.
acai berry oils. Now these are, we spent so much, and these oils are like 300, 400, under 500 rupees. For South Delhi, that's not much.
Not at all.
Not
yeah.
at all. I think even for East Delhi, West Delhi, it's not much.
But
I hope nobody boycotts me, but okay. Just a
It's okay,
joke.
you don't have to go to those places anyway.
so, like these oils, when sourced correctly, are way better than the basic almond oil laga lo, coconut oil laga lo. So yeah, these are the oils we typically recommend for normal to combination skin. Also acai berry, because Indian skin has a little bit of pigmentation, has a little bit
Yeah.
of old acne scars, and that's where this helps. For sensitive skin, rosehip oil is brilliant. Rosehip is natural retinol, is God-made retinol, which actually helps in scar reduction, pigmentation reduction, strengthening your skin's barrier. So sensitive skin is prone to all of that and more, and that's where the correction comes into being.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Now we come to mature skin. For mature skin, you can use a squalene oil, olive squalene. If you don't like marine squalene, then that option is always available. You can use a good kumkumadi oil, which is a slightly thicker oil, but that is a combination of 28 ingredients. You can use purest grade of saffron oil, or you could use deep, that thick vitamin E oil that you were talking about, or castor oil. Any of these can be used because unki skin mein to sab kuch absorb ho jayega. And then you're going to rinse it off in about 30 minutes to an hour anyway.
Got it. And best sunscreens and toners.
So, best sunscreen is a mineral-based sunscreen. A mineral-based sunscreen means that it should have zinc oxide or titanium oxide. No oxybenzone, no ivabenzone, none of those, because those are massive carcinogens. And the US FDA has also pulled out a lot of these sunscreens off the shelf for this reason. This was the old sunscreen that we would use on ourselves and our kids as well. Yeah, so that's where the disclaimer comes in. Apart from that, we're making these beautiful Revenage-based sunscreens. I like to call myself rebel with a cause. So when I talk ill about retinol, and I have to prove that Revenage is a safer, better counterpart. Revenage is natural retinol, Cosmos France certified, that you can use morning, evening, pregnant, non-pregnant. Anybody can use it. I put it in my sunscreen. I said, yellow. Skincare,
Everything together.
everything together.
Right.
So the whole myth कि retinol सिर्फ रात को लगाना है, sandwich approach करना है, precaution करना है, out of the picture. Here is the safest version of a sunscreen which is infused with skincare, and it is super light, so it actually works on oily skin.
Oh, lovely. And is there an age after which a person should start using, say, for example, retinol or Revenage? For
So,
that matter?
Ideally, oily skin, I'll give it at 20, 25 because it's so safe. But Revenage, retinol, or any of these ingredients are only to be used if there is an issue. They're not age specific. Retinol, on the contrary, I would personally recommend after 30, 35 in cases of extreme hyperpigmentation or extreme acne, because once you've I'm assuming in the Indian system, you've married, you've had your kids. There, even if the side effects are to surface, those birth defects will not come into your kids. So उसके बाद अब अपने aesthetics पे थोड़ा ज़्यादा focus कर लो.
Right.
Yeah, but otherwise, those are issue-specific ingredients. There are so many more. Use alpha-arbutin, no, for pigmentation correction. Use other ingredients which will help. Use kojic acid, which will also give you the same result. हाँ, वो आपको रेटिनॉल में भी उतना ही टाइम लगता है. इसके साथ आप एक डर्मा रोलर ऐड कर लो, आपको 2 महीने 3 महीने में रिजल्ट मिल जाएगा. I mean, what is 2 months 3 months of your life than giving yourself toxicity?
I read somewhere that kojic acid helps with the detan. Is it true?
Yes, it is.
Because Indian women deal with tanning like no other. It's like
That's
no
true.
matter
That
how
is
hard we
true.
try. You know, the other day I was just changing and I realized that I have tanning here, and it's because of the sports bra I wear to the gym. But I'm wearing a t-shirt over the sports bra, right?
Yeah.
And
Yet
even
the
then,
tan lines,
my
yes.
shoulders have gotten tanned despite a layer on the body. I don't know how that works, and how to deal with it. Like, please shed some light on that.
So yes, kojic acid, you can have kojic acid, salicylic acid, or even alpha-arbutin based skincare. Salicylic glycolic can go at your body wash level. Kojic acid can go at your scrub level or cream level. And then alpha-arbutin can go at your body moisturizer level. Again, like because these are, I come in contact with so many women, my body lotion has sunscreen, niacinamide and alpha-arbutin.
Wow.
To detan and protect at the same time. So that's what I mean, like 2 steps, सब कुछ, 1 step, सब कुछ हो गया. You have multi-utility.
Right.
Yeah.
And kojic acid आप scrub में use करोगे.
And scrub में use कर लो. Correct.
So you
Because-
buy a scrub that has kojic acid in
Correct.
it? Okay.
Correct. And then you can just body scrub it. Now, this is from a skincare perspective. But if I have to put yoga, face yoga, holistic practices in it, then you start body brushing. Yeah, dry brushing.
That
For
works.
that-
There's a trend around it.
Yeah.
Dry brushing of the body. It apparently makes the body very soft, but does it work?
Yes,
Yeah?
it works beautifully. It'll reduce any keratosis pilaris, any strawberry skin, ingrown hair. It increases blood circulation. It reduces your toxin levels. It's great for muscle health. So, post workout, it's brilliant because now your muscle recovery happens so much more faster. And why it's become a trend is because it leaves your skin so baby soft. Like no other product in the world would work the same way. And once you've started you get used to that baby soft skin, there's no going back.
And the brush is hard. Like, do they not irritate the skin?
And so do you do it every day, or do you have to, for example, with a scrub, you have to do it probably once a week,
Once or
a
twice
week?
a week.
Yeah, once or twice a week for the scrub. Dry brushing you can do every day, because when I would say do it every day, ab hafte mein 4 baar karoge.
सही
Let's
बात
be
है.
honest.
Yes, that's true.
So yeah, 4 times, 5 times a week is okay.
Okay.
And the bristles are hard. So again, if somebody has eczema, psoriasis, body dermatitis, dry brushing is not for them.
Okay.
But anybody with normal skin, tan line issues, discoloration, it is absolutely safe, and it's actually healthier to do so.
Okay. And this will help with the tan also.
This will help with the tan as well.
That is
crazy.
so
I just
magical.
did
Because see, I'll explain the science behind it. When you get a cut, yeah, your body starts to heal
Yeah.
that cut or wound on its own.
Yes.
With a hard bristle brush, blood circulation हो रहा है, lymphatic drainage वो सब हो रहा है, but the hard bristles are scraping across mildly, giving a sign to the brain that send repair cells, because it's strong on your skin, right? So now with that blood circulation, what is coming? Your repair cells are coming. If you eat healthy, your body, your skin is getting the nutrition. It's your largest organ,
Yeah.
but it's the most critical for
Neglected.
us,
Yeah.
but neglected for the body organ. So
Yeah.
that blood circulation gets redirected, recorrected, and then you're starting to auto heal, and
Wow.
that's where the
Lovely,
results.
lovely. And I think this reminded me of this one trend that is going around a lot, where people talk about eating your skincare and how that is very important, right? Because it's not just about what you do, it's also about what you consume. And I think that also translates to a section of mental health, that, what you consume also mentally and visually and aesthetically.
You are what you eat.
Yes, exactly. So do you subscribe to that philosophy?
Oh, absolutely. In fact, when someone comes to me for face yoga, the first thing I do is understand their entire diet. So let's assume you've come to me for a consult. I will not just start, okay, ye exercise karo, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I will understand A to B, all the skincare products that you use, what are the issues, what are the gaps. Then I will understand from the minute you wake up till the minute you go to bed, everything that goes inside your mouth. What are your deficiencies?
Right.
Yeah. Then I will build your face yoga plan or your skincare plan, and that's when you leave my facility. So eating your skincare is very important. मैं कितनी भी face yoga exercises दे दूँ and your iron deficit, your dark circles are not going to improve. A lot of times, women are on a liquid diet where, they're having diet coke and chai
Yeah.
before a wedding or a party
Yeah.
or an event. Our reality, what happens? एक आंख छोटी हो जाती है. Temporarily, there is facial asymmetry, right? And again, that's where I need to understand, and I tell them, someone comes to me for double chin reduction. कितनी भी मैं double chin correction exercises बता दूँ, वो घर जाके रोगन जोश बटर चिकन रोज रात को खा रहे हैं, कैसे ठीक होगा? खाओ, जरूर खाओ, but have your cheat days, right?
Right.
And then have your correct day. So it's a broad spectrum. It's not like a nutritionist based diet, but it's a broad spectrum plan. This is what you should follow, and then in between you keep filling in the blanks accordingly. So eating your skincare is absolutely essential. Like I just told you, my lupus started at a gut level. I am allergic to a vegetable. Who is allergic to a vegetable?
Right,
Yes.
right.
Yes.
Yeah, one would think it's nuts, wines, non-veg, so
Yeah,
many
yeah.
more
Mostly
other.
it's peanuts or something like that.
Correct, correct. So, eating your skincare will enhance your glow. And luckily with Gen Z, I'm seeing that they are so alert. They are so,
Yeah.
Yes.
in sync. No to alcohol, yes to exercising. And I've also seen the negative side where millennials or certain people are talking about, have you eaten your fermented rice? Have you had this shot? So they're mocking and making those meme videos.
Yeah.
But what non-believers do not understand is it's a lifestyle change, right? एक बार ही आपको आदत पड़ गई, जैसे मैं आपको बता रही थी, I'm sipping my tomato soup
Yeah.
instead of coffee. अब वो रोज मैंने पीना है, उसमें कोई नो ब्रेनर तो है ही नहीं, so I don't have to do anything. It's just I'm aware of a sensible choice. If I'm giving myself the right nutrition, the right food items every 2-3 hours that my body needs, I'm not going to jump on a pizza and I'm not going to starve after that or eat a full plate of biryani.
Yeah.
I will eat biryani, but I will eat so much. Baki sab I will ensure is
Yes.
balanced.
Yeah.
So my
Like I don't encourage social media a lot. I do feel it's causing a lot of brain rot and a lot of unnecessary issues. But two things that I think that social media has genuinely done nice is, one, bring back health and wellness into everybody's life. More and more people, everyday people are now doing intermittent fasting, eating fruits, and cutting down on sugar and all of that. And then of course there's this whole wave of religion coming back, and I personally I love that. So speaking of a good diet, which thank you for once again reiterating that it's so important to have a good skin. Just 5 ingredients or 5 fruits or seeds or nuts that you think are like extremely important to have a good skin.
I love it that you said 5.
Yeah.
Because my recommendation, even in my TTC course, is the diet of 5.
Okay.
In a day, you have to have a combination of 5 fruits and 5 vegetables.
Got it.
उसके बाद आपका प्रोटीन आएगा, उसके बाद आपका आंवला पानी आएगा, चिया पानी आएगा, whatever your water therapies are.
Okay.
But 5 fruits or vegetables is an absolute non-negotiable. I'm assuming that this is a healthy audience. Nobody has diabetes, nobody has other ailments, because if yes, then don't take this with a pinch of salt. Don't follow it. Yeah. Start your day with a banana.
Okay.
Yeah, it increases the micronutrients. रात को जो कैल्शियम, रात को जो आप मैग्नीशियम पॉप कर रहे हो, आपको उसकी ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. Bananas are rich in potassium and magnesium apart from calcium. Yeah. The second fruit can be a fruit of your choice. If you like berries, berries. If you like avocado toast. If it's too expensive and you want something basic, an apple works just fine. Yeah.
Wow, nice.
Now, so banana, apple are your 2 basics. Now comes to your lunch and dinner. You will have 1 vegetable of your choice. It could be bhindi, it could be band gobi, it could be anything. And even if you are dieting, you will have 1 full katori of the sabzi, skip the dal and have the roti.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so that...
A lot of people usually have the dal and
Ulta,
skip the roti.
okay.
Yeah, either or. So
Okay.
dal or roti can be
Acha,
either or because both are your carb sources.
Right.
But you will not skip the. So it's not that आप रोटी दाल खाओगे या दाल चावल खाओगे या राजमा चावल खाओगे और सब्जी नहीं खाओगे. सब्जी वहाँ पे
और
खाओगे.
यही सब
Important
कर रहे हैं
है,
और
हाँ,
यही
हाँ,
सब
हाँ.
कर रहे हैं. That's what I also do. I just eat dal chawal on days I don't want to eat heavy and I'll skip the sabzi. Wow,
Correct.
okay.
So अगर दाल चावल खाने हैं या खिचड़ी बनवानी है, so like I always do this. ऐसे 1 चम्मच चावल, 1 चम्मच दाल, बाकी सारी सब्जियाँ. Put the haldi, put the coriander powder, put the jeera powder,
It's a
all
good
of
hack,
that.
yeah.
And वो हो गई खिचड़ी and now this is all my fiber source.
Right.
ठीक है.
At night, you will have a soup. Yeah, if you can't follow what I'm following, you will have either a colored soup. So I don't mean chicken or sweet corn or
Right.
manchow. No. You're going to have a tomato soup, you're going to have a pumpkin soup, you're going to have a leek soup, you're going to have a palak soup, any soup which works for you, which is seasonal, which is easily available to you. And uske sath you will have a green leafy vegetable so that you need your fiber source. Now at night also your fiber source is very important so that your whole bowel movement, your whole cycle in the morning is set right. These are your 5, these are my 5 non-negotiable. इसके बाद आपको सुबह उठ के आंवला शॉट पीना है या हल्दी शॉट पीना है या तुलसी चाय पीनी है. All that
Ghee
is
shot
separate.
also.
Ghee shot, ghee. Oh, I wanna talk about this.
Yeah?
No ghee, no bullet coffee, please. No ghee and coffee.
Acha.
They don't work together.
Yeah, but then everybody is suddenly talking about this bullet coffee where they mix coffee and ghee and drink it, and celebrities are also apparently talking about it. Okay, so that doesn't
But it's
work.
not good.
It's not good. So ghee is hydrating, coffee is acidic, dehydrating. They cut each other out. So आप
damn.
calories consume कर रहे हो
And कुछ nutritional value नहीं है.
Correct.
Oh,
आप
damn.
घी गर्म पानी के साथ सुबह empty stomach लो, उसके बाद जितनी कॉफी पीने पीते
But ghee shots alone work, right? Stand alone, because I've heard other people also, very good nutritionists talk about this, that empty stomach ghee shot, maybe a little bit of saffron in it,
Yeah.
it works wonders and it's like a natural source of collagen.
Absolutely. It's a brilliant source of
Does it
collagen.
taste bad? I have to start, but I'm like very hesitant to drink
It actually-
ghee and pani.
I think it smells bad. It smells worse than it tastes. That's what I feel.
I don't care about the smell. I love ghee on my parathas, but I'm not sure if I can drink it in water, you know.
Spoken like a true North Indian.
Punjabi, yeah.
So, no, you know, actually, I love the taste of ghee.
Acha.
And don't mix it in water. That is more difficult. एक चम्मच से खा लो. उसके बाद ऊपर
अच्छा.
थोड़ा सा गर्म पानी. कभी-कभी गर्म पानी की भी जरूरत नहीं. It tastes yum. I mean, I don't know who says yes. अगर घर पे fresh ghee बन रहा है, then the smell
Yeah.
is not
Yeah.
good. But
Yeah.
if you're getting A2 ghee and you're just ingesting that, it's yummy. एक दो बार खाओ, आदत हो जाएगी.
We'll
Okay,
try.
let's
try.
do this.
Yeah.
We're also aging now. We need our
Oh
collagen.
my god.
Chalo, moving on to...
I want to be in denial for a couple more years.
I know,
And with
you
the
are.
face
You
yoga,
are.
I will be able to.
Yes.
So can I interrupt?
Yeah.
If you came to me as clients, I would give her the ghee shot. I will not give you the ghee shot.
Ooh, very interesting.
It doesn't
Why?
work for everybody.
Acha.
Because you have a nice full face, right? Your collagen levels are good at this point in time. So you can delay it. Otherwise, I would like to chisel you. Yeah,
Right.
so I would not give you a ghee shot. Instead, I'll give you a vitamin C shot or a chia water. I'll ask you, do you wake up puffy? Do you wake up bloated? Then we can do a soft shot or something. But, and if you see, she's leaner. She's got that chisel. Her face is smaller. Her collagen levels are lower, right? You may be the same age, I'm assuming.
Yes.
But that's the difference. So ghee shot will work for her, but ghee shot will not work for you.
That is so interesting. And this is why I
Best
think...
part of the podcast.
Other than... yes. But I think इसलिए ना mindlessly podcast से knowledge लो, but this is why, you know, people like her have their institutes and
Yes,
their you
yes.
know, salons and everything going.
For
कि
sure.
every person needs individual care, and it is even in astrology wise, you know, all those
Yeah.
totkas and remedies
What
don't
works
work
for
for
you may not
everybody.
work for
It's
me,
very
yeah.
specific, and I think overall it's good to take that holistic approach, but you know, if you really want that specific care, it's best to go to an expert and actually get that
For sure,
advice,
for
right?
sure.
मैं तो ये भी कहती हूँ मेरे पास मत आओ बट
जाओ,
सही तरीके
किसी के
से
पास जाओ,
किसी
हाँ,
नहीं नहीं, फिर जाना ही है तो आपके पास भी जाओ, right?
for sure.
So, you know, let's move to the practical segment of this episode. I would love to, you know, do some exercises on camera, and I will tell you some of my issues, which I believe are issues that most women deal with. So, I'm assuming that this will help the audience as well. So, one is lot of
Neck
cervical
pain, neck
neck-
spasms, yeah.
that because of, you know, screen time, desk job. Then I wake up very bloated. A lot of women wake up very, very bloated. Dark circles.
Ah.
A little bit of, you know,
Yeah, chin.
chin. And is there anything else that I'm missing? Asymmetry, face asymmetry. That also a lot of women deal with.
Yeah. So let's start with your neck issues.
Yeah.
With the 1 minute Vibhuti technique or the L transfer drain, you'll do neck stretching. Now neck stretching हम सबको पता है पर हम करते नहीं है ठीक से. You will ensure that your ear touches your shoulder all the way. This elbow is not coming in front but is actually
it's at the
put
side.
all the
Like
way on
this.
the side. Yeah, there's symmetry.
Got it.
This hand is not here for show. It's pulling it down.
okay.
Try it with me, come on.
Yeah, we do it for show actually. Okay.
Yeah, and pull this down
Okay.
and hold. for
There's a lot of stretch that's
two-
happening.
Yeah, exactly.
For how many seconds do we hold?
For about, I'm going to give you a count of 10, but 30 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can see your faces. 9, 10. Gently come up. Gently.
I just sorry. My bad.
Now repeat it
ठीक
onto
है.
the other side. Pull down. Pressure नहीं दिख रहा मुझे दूसरे shoulder पे भी. हाँ. All the way. Pull that shoulder down. 1. My count will not start जब तक वो pull नहीं होगा नीचे.
Radhika, do it.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Gently come back. खुल गया.
So much better.
And this people should do every day.
Every day. अभी खत्म नहीं हुआ. अभी
Oh.
थोड़ा सा और है. Intertwine your fingers.
Okay.
Place them at the back of your head. Chin to chest. And now push your elbows back to the walls. It's a scapular overlap. So your upper body muscles are now getting stretched.
Okay.
Yeah, chin to chest completely. And we'll hold this for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently come up. Inhale and exhale.
Nice.
Last but not the least, you'll take your fingers. अब kiss नहीं करवाऊंगी.
Kiss नहीं करना. Okay, no lovers.
No lovers. Push your shoulders back and just pout. And hold. 9.
It's so
Think of Karan Johar.
Okay, we'll skip the count and come back. So this
Got
is
it.
a full cycle that you can add. And in fact, you can do it 2-3 times a day. Like if you're going through a spasm, आहिस्ता आहिस्ता इसको release करो. इसके साथ you can do a hot pack. That will also help, not a cold pack.
Right.
Yeah. And face cupping, body cupping, you can use the cupping or a gua sha. That'll open up and release the muscle tension. In case there is like a little bit of redness or the scrapes come in, that is brilliant. People get very scared, जैसे blood clot जैसे हो गया है
हाँ.
under the skin or on the back. But that is actually good for alternate medicine. That means there was stagnant lymph and your blood circulation there has started to get enhanced. So do that and your neck spasms will be okay.
Right. And Vibhuti, because you mentioned the gua sha rollers and the cupping and everything, so they really work because there was a lot of people are still hesitant into using these because they feel like maybe the impact is not as great as the way it's being endorsed.
You know, it's actually the opposite. We get lazy. Yeah. And हाथों से what I've realized is people do the 1 minute religiously. First 2-3 months they'll do the full cardio, full 5 protocol. After the 3rd month results आ गए, अब वो lazy हो गए. So over there, at least if you have a tool, then you are doing something while say watching television or watching this podcast,
Yeah.
anything. But you're moving and there's blood circulation happening on your face. Otherwise, there's complete lethargy.
Right.
So they definitely work. And everything that I teach you in face yoga, you have to do a count. So in yoga or face yoga, every exercise is to be done for 30 seconds or 3 minutes to get the best of the asana. Same principle, you'll do it for a count of 20, 40, 60, and you stabilize at 60. Here, you're doing it for about 1.5, 2 minutes because muscles are thinner, right? They're not as thick
right,
as your body muscles. And you stabilize at that. But the same process, if you replicate with a tool, now because the tool may have vibration, the tool may have, the gua sha is sculpted in a certain way, will have its own properties, you'll only do 6 to 8 counts and no more for the same results. So time भी बच रहा है आपका and technology को आप incorporate कर रहे हो
right.
and हाथों का 20, 30 व 40 का effort भी नहीं लग रहा.
No wonder celebrities use it because it saves them time also maybe.
आपके हिसाब से जेड रोलर बेटर है या गुआशा?
Jade roller is a basic tool. It's like आप ट्रेडमिल पे चल रहे हो, आपको 6 पैक ऐप नहीं मिलने वाली है, पर आप ट्रेडमिल पे चल रहे हो, आपको ओवरऑल फिटनेस मिल जाएगी. That's Jade roller's fail.
ठीक है.
Gua sha is a sculpting tool. So gua sha, if you want the chisel, the double chin, the nose correction, then gua sha is brilliant.
ठीक है. ठीक है. Now we go to the exercises that we have to do.
Yes, we go back to them.
Yeah,
ठीक है.
perfect.
So bloated face.
Bloated face.
Yeah.
For bloated face, you can start with my hand to face lift, where you stretch your hand out. You go all the way across. Now you touch this point. This is your maximum storage acupressure point. Lift the blood circulation, press your adipati points, which are on your scalp here, and then come down to your clavicle and wriggle. Repeat this on both sides. After that, you will do basic tapping. So you'll fill your mouth with air and then you'll tap all the way across. After that, the L transfer drainage will come in. So you'll make an L, swipe, lift and drain. अभी ये मैं oil के बिना कर रही हूँ,
Right.
but you will do it with oil, yeah? Like this, 3 to 6 times depending on how puffy you are. Then you'll take your fingers, you will find the puffiness point. You know, यहाँ पे maximum puffiness point होता है. We wake up puffy here. Open your eyes wide and then look from left to right 20 times. Swipe and drain. After this, you'll do eye tapping on this point, the point above your eyeball, corner below your eyeball, and a tear duct point where we cry. Again, a water bag gets stored. You will tap up to down. So, आप यहाँ से यहाँ पे आओगे. Then you'll take your thumb, swipe, drain, wriggle. This will depuff your face. When you start doing this, 3 counts first thing in the morning. अब अगर हम dark circles पे आते हैं, there's a strengthening exercise and a massage. I will give you both. So the strengthening, you will make a V and place it on the corners of your eyes.
Right.
You will look at your third eye point, squint and hold for my count of 6, then look back straight. Repeat, hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, look back straight. Once you become a pro at this, you will look and you'll pulse. This will ensure that you're not creating any crow's feet lines or under eye lines
Oh,
as well.
nice.
Yeah. So पूरी eye को strengthen करेगा, dark circles reduce करेगा, blood circulation enhance कर रहा है. The massage technique here is my eye hook. When you make a hook of your index finger, you will swipe and twist at your temple. Doing this 20 times instantly changes the color of your dark circles by 10%. Instantly.
Are you serious?
Yes.
I need to do this.
Tonight.
Oh my
You
god,
have
yes.
to do it and post your before and afters.
Oh yes, let's do that.
Done.
Yeah.
Done.
We'll send it to Vibhuti.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, these exercises and these yoga asanas, is it just instant or over time do they give permanent results?
Permanent results. No? Yeah. But consistency is key. So you have to, it's a lifestyle change.
So
You
I can have a
to keep-
chiseled face like you if I keep doing it every day?
100%. Not every day. 3 times a week.
Okay.
So 1 minute technique you will do every day. All of these are a part of that 5-step protocol. And those are to be done only 3 times a week. In between you let your face. This is a myth on the gram. Do this every day, 5 minutes, you will get a chiseled
Yeah.
jaw.
Yeah.
No. do it only 3 times a week, because otherwise you will overexert, over-tire the muscle, which will again cause a muscle spasm.
Right.
Oh, that makes sense.
And
Because
that's
I
very
think
doable.
and even at the gym, right, we don't want to overwork our muscles because then our body, like entire
Yeah,
body breaks
yeah.
down. So I think the same goes for the face, but we don't look at the face as a, as if it may have muscles underneath or whatever.
Yeah.
I think we take it for granted.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
All of us smiling is muscles. Everything is muscle.
Yeah. The only muscle exercise that I knew of back in the day was that, if smiling uses less muscles than frowning does, and,
Yeah,
those
yeah.
quotes that we
Yes.
would read as kids. But now there's a whole new world out here.
I didn't even know that there's this thing called smile lines, and people are apparently afraid of it. Like, what's the problem? I thought everybody had these smile lines, and I was very
Brilliant that you're touching base on this, because smile lines are, this is such a myth. मैं बहुत सारे myths आज bust कर रही हूँ.
That's exactly why we wanted us.
Just to realize. So, age lines are nasolabial lines.
Okay.
Okay, which means if I'm looking straight and this is sagging and my cheek is folding, that is a age related line. But if I'm smiling and there are lines, this is a smile and an expression line, which is good.
Right?
No amount of anything in the world
Can change.
can change that.
Yeah.
Even a newborn child has those lines.
Exactly. I was like, ये तो सबकी होती है, ये तो पहले से ही होती है, इसमें क्या
Exactly.
issue
So,
है?
ये difference है in aging related nasolabial folds and smile lines. So, ये confusion ठीक होनी
Right.
चाहिए.
I think airbrushing, has made people a little crazy because they just want a completely smooth face with no lines, no nothing.
Yeah.
I think all the filters are changing the game here.
Yes.
Good thing Instagram has removed half of them already. So just one last exercise I would like to ask you before we, move on to other things. It's just, so and you only made me realize it. So you talked about sagging face, right? This part starts to sag, I start to sag, and a lot of people are experiencing premature graying because of all the high cortisol levels and all, right? So how do you prevent that? How do you keep your face tight and chiseled and no sagging?
So basically 2 exercises for face lifting. One is my cheek whips. Zone 1 and zone 2. You will start lifting as if you are changing the pages of a book. You will lift this muscle up very, very fast like this, and instantly half of your face will be lifted. You'll be able to
दोनों
tell.
zones में?
दोनों zones में.
ठीक है.
ठीक है. The second exercise is my caterpillar exercise, in which आपने asymmetry का भी पूछा था. This will work in asymmetry as well, where you hold the fish face and then you massage as if your fingers are the legs of a caterpillar.
Right.
And then you will tuck. Now, finishing the stroke is very important. You will tuck it into your hairline like this. These two will give you a lifted face. Now, because we are obsessive और किसी को smile lines का भी issue है, over there they can do my tongue lift exercise, which is take your tongue from down to up as if you're giving yourself a buccal or an intraoral massage.
ठीक है.
Both sides, yeah. एंड इसके 2 बेनिफिट्स हैं. स्माइल लाइन्स भी या नेजोलेबियल फोल्ड्स भी कम हो जाते हैं, फेस लिफ्ट भी हो जाता है. एंड एजिंग इज नॉट जस्ट, और सैगिंग इज नॉट जस्ट ऑफ योर एस्थेटिक फेस, बट ऑल्सो योर टंग भी मसल है.
Right.
And as we age, you must have seen like your grandparents start to stutter or slur
Yes.
or drool
Yeah.
because tongue weak हो रही है, buccal muscles under से, the buccinator is getting weaker. This will ensure that your tongue also ages slowly.
Wow.
Very interesting.
Yes,
ठीक
that
है.
is something that I
So
never
this
thought of
caterpillar
also.
thing is for asymmetry also
Yeah.
and for sagging also.
Correct.
ठीक है,
Yeah,
works. I
lovely.
think I have a full routine of exercises I need to do every day.
Yes, that
Not
we'll
every
try
day,
for
3
3
times a
months.
week.
Yeah, but asymmetry also reminds me of Bella Hadid, who's known to have the most symmetrical face in the world, right? A lot of people say that her face symmetry is unparalleled.
Yeah.
Now, you as a face yoga expert and also somebody who's an expert in this entire field, what is your take on that?
So I think we're getting too obsessive with symmetry also. We're all asymmetrical, and it's crazy how everyone's pulling out and measuring and then going in for surgery.
Yes.
We're selling insecurity
That is
massively.
true.
Very well spoken.
Yeah, but we are in beauty, and the other side of it is yes. So there is a ratio of phi, which is your 1.618 ratio. It's all maths at the end of the day. Your face is divided into 1 minute. Vibhuti is divided into zones as per the measurement of the face.
Right.
This has to be 2/3. The difference between your eyebrow and your hairline has to be 2/3 of this. This is 1, 1, and 1.5. So this ratio for Bella Hadid is a 94% plus.
Wow.
And this is an ancient, the Cleopatra times, the ancient Phi times. That's where this came into being. This concept came into being of the facial measurement, and her percentage is the maximum, leading beyond Beyonce. So the next in line is Beyonce, who has the perfect facial symmetry, and there are a lot of painters who've painted about it. Da Vinci's painted it, Botticelli's painted it, but while all of that has happened, somewhere I ask myself, why are we objectifying women so much, no?
That is true. Nobody's talking about a man's facial symmetry.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, you have asymmetry, come, I'll correct it with yoga. But let's not strive like this is perfect and that is perfect and I want to look like Angelina Jolie, or I want to look like,
Yeah.
in the world of aesthetics, Angelina Jolie lips, which were once raging,
Yes.
are passé now. And,
That is true.
right.
That is so true.
Yeah, one moment skinny is in, other moment curves
Curvy is
are
in, yeah.
and now curvy is out apparently, and skinny
What's
is
in now?
back.
Skinny is
is
back?
back.
I
you
thought
know.
fit was in.
Fit
Yeah,
is
I
in.
mean,
Yes,
fit should
yes.
always be in. I think
Yes.
fit is something that should always be in. So
Absolutely.
yeah, I mean it's stupid, and also see, Bella Hadid is beautiful, but she went under the knife, and all those things. Are you willing to go? And probably
Yeah.
if we can afford such woe and the pain also, maybe we'll look just as good. So it's fine.
No, I think looks are, it's not just this measurement of your face.
Absolutely.
It's so much more. Like, it's your personality, it's your facial features,
Yeah.
it's the softness of your face, it's the
Yes.
authenticity. In face yoga, I have a concept of energy. I call it energy yoga. So the energy you bring to the room, the positivity that you
Yeah.
bring, I mean, either you are cold, beautiful with the perfect measurement and people will remember you for a reason, or you're a warm person with a warm
Yeah.
smile and maybe a little bit of asymmetry. We're human at the end of the day.
I think it's
Absolutely.
really about how you define beauty at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I strongly believe in not selling insecurity, but promoting confidence, because at the end of the day, that's what I would like for myself.
So
Absolutely.
important.
Whatever
So
makes you
important.
feel like the best version of yourself.
Yeah.
And
And we need these conversations today where everybody is selling insecurity, and industries are growing, capitalizing on women's insecurities, and their
Multi-millionaire
urge to look better and better and better and never be satisfied with how they look no matter what they do. Having people, like you talk about this is so important.
I was
Absolutely.
looking at Instagram, this reel which has gone viral of the 12 richest women in the world and how their surgeries have gone all wrong. Billionaire women.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's the
So
saddest
no
thing.
amount of money can actually correct. In fact, they had beautiful faces.
Yeah.
And if it's gotten far worse,
Yeah.
and for what, right? Like, I think now they've become recluse or they can't go. Even Katy Perry had that whole incident
Yes.
over a concert where her
Yeah.
eyeshadow tosses
Yeah.
Yeah,
after the
right,
Touches or
right.
something happens,
Yes,
right?
that was
Yeah.
so-
I just
It was
went
so shady. So people thought it was Illuminati or something.
yes,
you
so
know
people-
that. There was this whole
I love
controversy.
people on the internet sometimes, their conspiracy
Like,
theories are
dark
the
energy,
best.
possession,
Yeah.
all of that.
Yeah. The moment a person does this on the camera, I think Illuminati. Yeah, so that happens. But this also reminds me, I'm so sorry. This also reminds me of Aishwarya Rai. I saw a reel actually recently where a person was talking about that how Aishwarya Rai was called one of the most prettiest or beautiful women in the world because of her highly feminine features. And he was talking about the highly feminine physical features that she has. So would you say that she does actually have highly feminine physical features?
Yes, so again, the whole concept of femininity comes in when I look at, or somebody looks at a woman. How soft are her eyes or her features? How high are her estrogen levels? Because that's what gives you the high cheekbones, right? What is her fertility like? Because at the end of the day, we're all looking at procreating. So that's the end goal. But yes, Aishwarya Rai is definitely the epitome of beauty, if I may say so, than anybody else. Not because of her perfect face, perfect measurement, but because of the fact that look at her eyes, her global presence. She can pass off as any nationality of the world because of the color of her eyes. And if you
Yeah.
notice through the years, the color of the eyes also keeps
Changing, yeah, between blue and green or something in
Correct,
between.
correct.
Yeah.
Sometimes it also gives you like a little bit of a dark brown. Yeah, and then the color of the skin, because again, it's so diverse. It works across international skin ranges, it works across Indian skin tones, and the fact that she hails from the south. So
Right,
all of
yes.
that put together, and then her global presence, her softness, her full lips, her aura. I mean,
Yeah.
today, despite the body changes, I think people should not shame her when she sports a beautiful sari at the
Yes,
Cannes.
they shouldn't. It's natural.
It's natural. She is embracing it. She is confident, and that is what makes her beautiful. Apart from the dissecting of her angle of her lips or her cheekbones or the measurement
Yeah.
between the eyelid and the eyebrow.
Yeah, that's true.
Should be a relief for, in fact, women, right? Because there's somebody setting that example. It's okay to gain a little weight. It's okay to feel pretty even with whatever
Yeah.
weight gain you have, instead of always striving for that perfect body. I think it's a relief, but somehow, we as a society always manage to shame women no matter what.
Yeah, and I think some actresses in the West, they still have not gone under the knife. Like, I would earlier feel that, people in the Hollywood do it more often than people in Bollywood, but I feel like we're getting more influence because I
Yeah.
remember actresses like Monica Bellucci and all. They never went under the
Dakota
knife.
Johnson also, I don't think, went under the knife.
She didn't.
No, and Salma Hayek also.
Salma Hayek also, I
Salma
feel.
Hayek is also
She's
But I know
also
for a fact that Monica Bellucci looked beautiful.
Oh, she was like
Yeah,
the most
and even
beautiful
right
woman
now,
ever.
and these people, they age gracefully because there's a lot of acceptance.
Yeah. I think even Goldie Hawks as
yes.
well. And she's so fit. I mean, she's 70 plus and she does the trampoline almost every day. So those are holistic, healthy practices. Gwyneth Paltrow, she
Yes.
is very, very holistic in her overall
Yeah.
appearance and well-being. And I think those are the icons we need to live by today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you look at a person and tell if they've gone under the knife?
I can, but also I can't because a lot of it has now started becoming face yoga.
But that's a good change. That's a change we endorse.
Like, I get this all the time on so many occasions. What are you talking about face yoga? You've done Botox, you've done fillers. Initially, I used to reply to everybody. Now it's like, it's a compliment.
Yeah.
Never
Of course
mind.
it is. Of course it
Absolutely,
is.
yeah.
And if I didn't know about you, even I would have thought.
Yeah,
As a stranger, even I would have thought that you've gone under the knife because, it's like, this is like Kareena Kapoor Khan. Your cheeks are like
Yes,
that.
yes, that's
this
true.
this part is completely sunken. And, you don't look like a mother, for starters. So, this obviously.
It's fitness, it's face yoga, it's looking after yourself. And why should we not, right? I mean,
Yeah, I think we've taken the back seat for too long, and now we need to be in the driver's seat, and we're driving straight into wellness. So,
Nice.
yes, yeah.
I can already visualize you being the Barbie, walking into, the whole wellness.
Absolutely. After my 1 minute Vibhuti style massages and everything. So for sure.
Nice.
But talking about driving, I think you also drove to the Shark Tank set a while ago. And we'd love to know what your experience there was like, because there's a lot of chatter around Shark Tank in general as a show about how it empowers people, but also about people come back with a lot of personal experience.
I think there's a lot of in between, for lack of a better word, or there is a lot of personal bias on that show somewhere between the sharks and the picture. As everybody knows, my show was an absolute catfight for whatever reason, I do not know. So yeah, it wasn't a very pleasant experience at that point in time. But what was very, very, relieving and actually motivating was the comments, the audience, the support that I got after, where not only all of my face yoga students actually went all out and made support reels,
Right.
people, random people on the internet, commented positively. After that, I had so many interviews before I even like. At one point, I met one of the sharks off camera, not off camera, but at a party in March after the episode was aired. And I just went and introduced myself, saying, "Hey, I'm so and so. I pitched to you this season." मुझे क्या पता उनको याद होगा नहीं होगा इतने pictures आते हैं उनके
Right.
पास. And he's telling me, Vibhuti ji, आपको कौन नहीं जानता? आप तो हर जगह छाए हुए हो. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, haven't you seen the newspapers, the headlines? And I had not. So then I just immediately Googled. I was like, tuck, all positive support articles.
Oh, wow.
Which is so nice,
Yeah.
right? And if you're doing good work, if you're putting in your best foot forward, people can see that.
Yeah.
It is a business. We are all selling. We are all entrepreneurs, but we can be ethical in our business. And I think Shark Tank sharks, whoever the next season is, should empower the people instead of trying to portray the brand negatively.
Right.
Because their opinion can change, make a brand or kill a brand. And
For sure.
for a strong woman like me, it didn't work. But maybe everybody may not be that strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
And I think one can get very disheartened also because, these people, you put them at a pedestal. Obviously, they have the experience, they have the knowledge, and whatever they say, it matters to you, and you take it very personally. So,
Yeah.
I mean, if I were to ever go on Shark Tank and somebody would tell me, oh, it's not going to work, I'd come back home crying.
Not just home, I know till the time, I didn't know what's going to be shared, screened or
Yeah, yeah,
shared. All those months, my episode was shot, I think, in August or September. My episode was released in Feb end.
Okay.
All those months, I remember.
The anticipation and
the
probably
anticipation, the anxiety. I used to cry in my sleep because I did not know
Oh,
what's
dear.
going to happen. And it was such a terrible personal experience. So what to say? Even now, there are... we can't use the logo, we can't promote. There's so many restrictions, but I don't see a lot of other brands have it.
Yeah.
So it's like a very catch-22.
Got
Okay.
it.
And if you had to go there again, would you do something differently?
So I'm praying to God that I go there as a shark one day.
That's a goal.
Lovely.
That's a goal to
Yes.
have.
That's a self goal, and I will be so much more kinder, so much more warmer, so much more nicer to anybody coming
And less
there.
finicky about the packaging.
Totally. Have you seen my rebrand?
Yes, we have.
I hope you like it.
It's lovely. It's lovely.
Thank you.
And I think the focus shifted a little
Yeah.
during that conversation, right? The focus should have been on what you're trying to solve for.
Correct.
Instead
And
of.
I didn't even go to pitch for my product business. I actually went to pitch for my face yoga service business.
Right.
Because that's where we are opening these face yoga facial bars across the country. And that's where the real funding is needed, right? The product business is profitable. I'm doing well. I'm okay with it. So, yeah.
Sometimes I think, you just deflect and then the conversation takes a whole other turn.
Yeah.
It happens even on our episodes also. We're talking to one guest about something and then, the next thing we know, the entire deck has gone unattended and we just, talked about those
Yes.
two topics
Yes,
throughout
yes.
the episode. It happens.
Absolutely.
So, okay, it's life.
I think we had a lovely time shooting with you, and we also feel like by the end of this episode, like I was saying in the beginning also, we end up learning so much
Yeah.
more about whatever there is out there. And I know for a fact that Radhika and I both are going to go home and,
100%.
start with our face yoga asanas, and we're going to see it through for 3 months minimum.
Yes.
For
And we will
lasting
text you
results.
after 3 months.
Perfect. I
Yes.
cannot wait.
Yeah.
I'm so counting and banking on you for your before and afters.
Oh yes, we'll
Done,
click one.
done.
Yeah, we'll click one today after everything.
Yes,
So
yes.
we'll start it from
Yes,
today.
just-
And for all the lovely young girls who tune in and who watch this podcast, is there one piece of advice or one pro tip that you would like to hand them off?
Take care of yourself at an intrinsic level, at a mental health level, and at an external level. Don't just focus on the external and ignore the inside, because that is where your strength, to do so much more and conquer will come in. And if I do give you a pro tip from a skincare perspective, please use a good face wash. Do not use a cleanser. Half of India is using a cleanser and then they end up with pigmentation, acne, pores. Just using a good face wash will make a sea of change in your skincare. So yeah, focus on that and everything else will follow.
Lovely.
Lovely. Thank you.
Thank you.